What's going on, guys? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Combiner Wars Voyager-class Silverbolt. Now, this is with a core of the other Combiner Wars figures, specifically for Superion. He comes with two accessories. One, this ridiculously huge gun, which is completely impractical, and this buckler, which is a type of shield worn on the wrist. If you're wondering, yes, the two pieces do combine into Superion's giant shield gun thing. Okay, so we'll put that off to the side. Silverbolt is by far probably the most perfect version of Silverbolt we've ever gotten. Yes, he does have the typical issues of Silverbolt where most of the plane is stored on his back, and he's kind of overly blocky, but in a good way. The paint is also very good. He's got brownish gold, black, white, and red, with little silver highlights here and there. Overall, just a very solid-looking robot mode, and a lot of fun. Posability: head is on a ball joint, swivel, ratcheting shoulders, ratchets connected to that, swivels. Then there are supposed to be ratchets in the elbows, but they don't really work all that well, but they do click into place once you straighten them out. Ratchets in the hips, swivel above that, below that, and then a double hinge at the knee for the transformation. Head sculpt is perfect G1 authentic. I mean, I can't really think of anything better than that. Would like a little bit more paint though, but it works the way it is, and the paint that it does have is really nice. Transformation into plane mode is a bit complex, but fun. The pseudo-conquered futuristic jet mode is really nice, though you do have an entire robot folded up underneath. That's just a staple of, well, of Silverbolt. Overall, though, it works, and I like it a lot. I just wish there was a little bit more space to put the gun. Because, yeah, you can attach the gun, though not easily, and forget the buckler. So you can attach the main part of the gun to this bit, to the hole underneath, but there's nowhere for the buckler to go. At least I haven't found one. So that just looks ridiculous. So I like to put that off to the side. Overall, though, the jet mode is pretty nifty. Though, yeah, there's just a chunk of robot underneath there. Kind of reminds me of Jetfire from the second Transformers movie, in all honesty. Now for his combining mode. What we're going to do is go straight from this mode into the combining mode. To do that, we're going to first flip up the nose cone, turn him around so that the back of the plane mode is pointing up. Take the robot arms, and fold the wings up. Take the robot arms and fold them straight out, and then flip them around to fold down, as they will become the feet. Flip the fists out to expose the combiner ports. Reach into the inside of the bot mode and first flip. Well, no, not that part. There's this section here in the robot mode's kind of crotch area that you have to get a hold of to flip it up, though it's kind of easier said than done. So you have to get your finger in these little grooves in the crotch and then flip up Superion's head and flip up the antennas and peg that into the back of the tail mode. And then these red pieces will fold inward to complete the chest. And then grab the black pieces here and flip them down. And there we go. Here is the torso mode for Superion. And here we have Superion in all of his glory, with Okay, he's not fully Superion, given that he has a Stunticon on his leg, but overall, I'm really, really happy with this. I did forget one thing. This little Autobot symbol section here does flip up and fill in that hole. So there we go. I'm really smitten with these combiners because once you get them in hand and you get them transformed, ooh, they look good. Just for a quick size comparison, here's TFC, Uranus, and MP10 Prime. Yes, Uranus is bigger, but I would much rather have the Hasbro combiner than this piece of garbage from TFC Toys. And yes, there on the right is Tor the Shuttle Zord. And for those of you who think that these figures are not going to be able to hold a pose, you're sorely mistaken. I mean, look at this. He's posing. He's able to hold this pose with no problem. I cannot remember a Hasbro-issued combiner that could do that in the last 10 years. The only issue I'm even able to find has to do with his head, and it's not actually a problem with the head, but with the antenna. The antenna don't come forward all the way, and that's just because of the rubber they're made out of. Not a huge deal, just something I wanted to point out. Overall, I think Hasbro has nailed these combiners. I can't think of really any improvements to come on them. All the joints are tight. I can't think of any improvements that I would make. All the joints are tight. There aren't any real panel gaps. Maybe a little bit more paint. Other than that, I'm smitten with these things. I think these things are definitely worth owning. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video review of Transformers Combiner Wars Voyager Class Silverbolt. It's definitely a buy. You really should get a hold of these. So guys, I'm Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, I will catch you next time.